Hello, everybody. This is Bennyhillz back with another vintage cube draft, and we're going for number 30 on the trophies, so that would be pretty exciting. After a slow start, I wasn't really playing that much at the beginning of this format, but I've been doing pretty well recently, and I'm on back-to-back trophies, so hopefully we can make that 3 in a row. Team J Bro is still probably out of reach, but second place is still right there, so we'll see. Oh man, well, this is a pretty strong pack. It's actually just obscenely strong. I mean, obviously, like, two of the best cards in the format. We're taking Black Lotus, but Time Walk is amazing. But then Jite, Sulfuric Vortex, Snapcaster Mage, Windswept Heath, all also pretty good places to lead on. Even Boros Signet is fine, but yeah, we'll go with the Lotus here. Whoever gets past the Time Walk is going to be very happy. And given that we're passing really, really good blue stuff, including, I mean, obviously whoever's to our left is going to take the Time Walk, and they'll be in blue. So we should keep that in mind. That makes blue look a lot less appealing. Um, I think Black Lotus is at its best in either Reanimator or, which there's not really any Reanimator cards we're passing, so that looks fine. And then also just mono white and mono red, of course. So we will take that and see where we go from there. Okay, here we have. This pack is much worse. Ugin is good. Seasoned Pyromancer is good. Skyclave Apparition is good. Thieving Skydiver is fine, but we're not going to take blue here. I think I like just taking the Apparition. It's the only white card in this pack, so this does sort of cut mono white pretty well, and Black Lotus is absolutely phenomenal in mono white. Yeah, we'll go with the Apparition. We could also even take the Scrubland, but I think I'd rather take the Apparition. Okay, there's Hallowed Fountain, Thief of Sanity, but I think I'm just going to take the Seasoned Hallowed Blade here. Move in on this plan. Maybe we can wheel the Oust. Okay, yeah, mono white is open. I think I like taking the Vanguard here. Unexpectedly Absent is less likely to wheel, but the Vanguard is really important. And here, I'm not as focused on wheeling as I am about like signaling. And like if someone sees a really late Adonto Vanguard, they might take that and go into white. Like it's not that likely because not enough people watch my videos, but it's definitely possible. And this card is just so good. So yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, white's clearly open, but this is not a good pack for it. Gideon Juro versus Baneslayer. Day of Judgment could be an okay sideboard option, but I'm not going to pick it here. It's really close between these two, and I think I like Gideon slightly more. Yeah, we'll go with the Gideon here. Okay, Vryn Wingmare is great. Super happy to get that. Black is looking open as well. That's 3 black cards in the pack, but we'll go with the Vryn. It's possible we could even move into black-white. Like Wheel Opposition Agent or something if the black-white land comes around, but we'll see. We're going to start with the task at hand. I think I like Ravages of War over the $10 Sculler here. The Sculler is good, but Ravages of War is pretty strong as well. You can go turn 1 land, Black Lotus, Ravages of War. Ooh. Batterskull versus Eidolon of Obstruction. Eidolon of Obstruction is pretty weak. I think mono white's open enough that we don't need to take that here. I'm just going to take the Batterskull, which is really high upside if we get Stoneforge, which I'm hoping to do, and like we'll be able to fill out our curve with like decent 2 drops, hopefully. So I don't think we need to worry about the Eidolon. If it was like a really good, I mean, I would definitely take like a Thalia or a Stoneforge or like a really good 2 drop over that, but Eidolon of Obstruction is among the weaker 2 drops. Oh wow, Jite versus Blade Splicer. That's really hard. I really do like having creatures, but I think Jite is just too strong to pass. Yeah, we'll go with the Jite. No white here. I wish we could have gotten the Blade Splicer in this pack. I guess I'll take Bone Shredder. Man, it's not good that we're not wheeling white cards. We could just take a Shriekmaw here or go with Earthshaker Kenra. I think I'm going to take the Shriekmaw since we already have 1 black card and they're similarly strong. Okay, we will the Unexpectedly Absent. That's pretty good. I think there was another white card in this pack. Don't remember what it was. Oh, I think it was a Day of Judgment or something. Kasali Pride Mage. Sure. Bitter Blossom. Okay, well. White is open. It's not ridiculously open. But these are all like... Actually, Gideon's not great. But these are all cards that like are absolute top tier for us. So we still have 8 really good playables. But it is annoying that we got a bunch of bad stuff as well. Now we need to decide between Wasteland and Giver of Runes. It's got to be Wasteland. Yeah, I'll take this. Like, Giver of Runes would be good. I wish it would come around. Normally, when I draft mono white, I would assume it is definitely coming around. I'm not as confident in this draft. This pack is also fairly weak. Someone's going to take Noble Hierarch, Simic Signet, Reclamation Sage, Force of Negation, Glory Bringer. There's 5 for sure. Don't really know after that, but yeah, I think we take the Wasteland. And hope that the Giver comes around, but even if it doesn't, that's not the end of the world. Okay, now we have Chrome Mox versus Tithe Taker. I don't think... Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chrome Mox here. Tithe Taker will hopefully wheel. It probably will wheel. All right, now we can take a Path. That's pretty good, and hopefully the Recruiter comes around. Also Concealed Courtyard, but I'm not really planning on doing the splash at this point. Ooh. Mana Tithe, Copter, Stone Coil. This is a really good pack. I think the pick is the Copter here. But it's sad not to be able to get the Mana Tithe. Swords to Plowshares, Marsh Flats, Legion's Landing. It's got to be the Swords here, but hopefully the Legion's Landing comes around. There's a lot of cards we're really hoping on wheeling, and they're probably going to either all wheel or none of them wheel. So really hope all of them do. Our creature count is actually distressingly low now. We only have 4, so we really need to prioritize picking up a few more creatures. Ooh, love getting a Gideon. This is the perfect turn 1 play with Black Lotus. It just ends the game so quickly. A lot of black cards here. That's a late Fallen Shinobi, but definitely taking Gideon. That was honestly one of the best things we could have gotten. Ooh. Silverblade's good, but I think I'm going with Elspeth for the same. It's just so good with Black Lotus. Yeah, we'll go with that. Renewing Mare is looking dicey because we have so few creatures, but it's fine. We can go to Legionnaire here. There's a world where I would take Parallax Wave over Legionnaire, but that world is not one where we already have great removal and we're light on creatures. Nice. The Giver came around. Not only is that amazing because it's a really good, powerful 1-drop for us, but it's also a very good sign that we'll wheel a lot of the other cards. I think there's a Tithe Taker and a Legion's Landing that we really want to come around. All right. 2 for 2. Okay, Recruiter came around. That's good. It's not amazing, but it can hold equipment. I wish we had Skull Clamp to pair with it. Ooh, I like a Tithe. Revlork is fine, but Tithe is very nice. Ooh, I thought that we were going to be able to wheel the... I think Legion's Landing was in that pack, but that's a little bit sad that someone took that. Not the end of the world, though. We're in a good spot. We have 19 spells that are very strong and some good fast mana. The mana base is a little bit weak. I would love to get a Strip Mine or something like that. And I would also love to get a few more 1-drops. This is a really weak pack for us. I think we take a Miri's Call, but I'm not happy about that. The best card is definitely Manaleek or maybe Lily. Elspeth Conqueror's Death can be good in some matchups. I don't really want to main deck it, but we'll take the Amiri's Call here. Ooh, Mana Vault versus Thraben Inspector is actually a very close decision. Mana Vault does enable... Oops. Mana Vault does enable a fast Gideon or Elspeth, but Thraben Inspector is just an elite 1-drop. I think I'm going to take the Mana Vault here, but I really, really hope the Thraben Inspector wheels. Okay, I don't think we need Mox Diamond. We already have a lot of acceleration. I'm just going to take a Brimaz here. We really do want some more creatures, and this is a solid one. Another one that, like, if you drop a turn 1 off a Lotus, it can win the game pretty quickly on its own. All right, nice. Kythian is a perfect pickup. Very happy to see that. A lot of blue, which is sort of weird, but we'll go with that. And Containment Priest, Mutavault, Probe, maybe even Yorion, but I think we should go with the Mutavault here. Yeah, I'll take this. This is a solid upgrade that's almost free. Ooh, now we decide between Council Judgment and Leonin Relic Warder. That's very close, but I think given our low creature count, I'm going to go with the Relic Warder here. We also already do have Unexpectedly Absent and Sword and Path. Ooh. Wow, this is a great pack for us. I would love either of these Angels or either of these lands. I think I'm going to go with the Caracas here. It combos with our Kythian and our Brimaz, and then it's also really good against a lot of things our opponent could be playing. Rashad Port's also very, very strong. That's my second pick, but I think this is a little bit better. Also, the fact that it does actually produce white mana pushes it over the edge a little bit more. Skull Clamp versus Armageddon. Clamp is good with... We don't have anything that makes tokens other than Brimaz. It's really good with Tide Taker. Actually, I guess it's good with Elspeth too. That's close. We don't have Stoneforge. I think I'm actually going to take the Armageddon here. Although, yeah, we'll take this. Our creature count's not high enough for the Clamp. Okay, I don't think I want the Blast Zone, so I'll just take the Elspeth Conquers Death for the board. Nice. Okay, very, very happy that that came around. Thraben Inspector is great. Now we need to make some tough cuts. Let's see, well, I guess actually, no, we could play 11 basics, and these are both... Yeah, we actually have a lot of mana sources in this deck. Field of Ruin is an okay sideboard option. So if we played 11 basics, that's 18 total mana sources. That seems fine. So presuming we don't get any more cards, which I don't think we will, then we can run it like this. Oh, Containment Priest is really nice, actually. I kind of want to play that, which might mean we need to make a tough cut. Maybe we just cut the Ravages of War. That effect is powerful, but I don't want to overload on it. And you definitely don't want to draw 2. And it's also worse with Vryn Wingmare. So I almost want to play this Gideon because we have so much fast mana. Like, it's great with both Lotus and Mana Vault. But what would we cut if we brought that in? I would not feel comfortable going down another land. I don't really want to cut a creature. Maybe we could cut Recruiter of the Guard. Yeah, I think Recruiter is a little bit mediocre. Especially since with Lotus and Mana Vault, a lot of our mana ramp is sort of one-shot. So we're throwing 11 basic planes. And yeah, we'll do it like this. That's a low land count, but then if you take into account the other sources of mana we have, I think it's fine. So we will run it like this. See you in round 1. All right, here we are for round 1 against Ferriser. We are on the draw, unfortunately, but our hand is sweet. We have turn 1 Brimaz with mana tied up. That seems good. I think that's better than playing the Giver of Runes out against most starts they could have. Okay, just force go. Chromalox was a bad draw. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Tithe here. Actually, no, I am going to play the Brimaz out. Like, what could they play this turn that would be that? I guess they could have Channel. Yeah. We'll play it safe and just go Brimaz here. Green-white, huh? Okay, Tithe Taker, well, sort of funny flavor. Tithing the Tithe Taker. Oof, come on, deck. We're playing 14 lands. No need for this. Ooh, we're not the only one with power, I see. Oblivion Ring the Brimaz. I mean, yeah, we're not really doing much now. They only have 3 cards. Okay, that was not the worst draw ever. I think I'm just going to attack with a Giver of Runes rather than hold it back to protect something. We don't have mana to give the Kythian indestructible, but I don't think that'll matter here. Questing Beast. Okay. That's pretty problematic. Jeez, this is not great. We can attack with the Kythian and hit for 2, or attack with everything. They eat the Giver, they take 3, and then we flip the Kythian. But flipping Kythian is not that great. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit them for 3 here. Or for 2. This is going to be a really, really tough matchup. If they're just playing like green-white mid-range and just going slightly bigger than us, I don't think this is a good deck at all. I think it's... Okay, yeah, that's just game. I think their deck is quite weak in general. Like, this archetype is underpowered, but it's very, very good against our archetype, which I think is actually overpowered, funnily enough. It's a little rock, paper, scissors thing. Do we want to bring in... Like, do we want to go bigger and bring in, like, Elspeth Conquers Death and stuff? Part of me wants to, like, cut some mana, but I think that's just recency bias. I think we should just run it back. We could bring in the Ravages on the draw, or on the play, but we do have, Actually, yeah, I think that seems fine. We could bring this in and cut No, I'll try it back. Jeez, how do we keep on drawing so many lands? We're playing 14. I think this is a keep, as bad as it is. Wasteland is good. Yeah, actually, it doesn't have a 1-drop, but other than that, it's fine. I'm going to leave it on the plains in case we want to go Leon and Relic Warder on 2. Jeez. It's very strange that we're flooding so hard despite our really small land count. Banishing Light. Okay, that's actually really nice because we can Leon and Relic Warder it. I guess we got slightly punished for playing the Mutavault last turn, although I think it was still the right play. Take this and pass. Garrick. Okay, that's actually really good for us. We can kill that quite easily. They'll probably just make it 3/3, and then we can swords it. Okay, so we go swords here. And then do I want to play anything? I mean, we're definitely playing the Adante Vanguard. But I kind of want to not play the other, another land. Although, I guess I'll just play the Plains. Yeah, I think it's fine. We might need to discard a card to protect the Seasoned Hallowblade, but we also might not. Plus, they might play around Mana Tithe now. So we hit their Garrick for 2 and them for 3. Rofellos. That could be scary. Let's draw Caracas. Well, they got a lot of mana now. Not great. So we'll animate here and attack with everything. It is a fairly large attack. Like if we could draw like GT or something, but no, we've drawn like a million lands. Oh, interesting. This seems fine to me. So they can Banishing Light to take out probably a Adante Vanguard. Oh, alright, sure. So that's gone. Do we keep on playing out lands? I think I will. Like, we might actually cast the Emeria's Call this game. We have 4 mana, so if we draw one more land, then we'll get there. And I'm going to play this one because I don't want them to know about the Wasteland. But we really have nothing going. It's brutal that we're flooding so hard. It doesn't really make sense, but it's where we're at, I guess. Sylvan Library. Okay, don't care too much about that. They're down to 2 cards. It's weird that they just threw away all their mana there. No, down to 19. Giver of Runes, alright. So I'm just going to keep playing my lands out. So we'll start by animating this and hitting for 5. Drop the Giver. Play Wasteland. They know about it, but that's fine. Now, honestly, any draw in our deck is good. A land gives us 2 angels and a spell we can cast because we have 6 mana. So that's pretty sweet. Baneslayer Angel. Oof. That's really rough. Can we draw a path one time? Honestly, though, even if we draw a land, we can block the Angel with the Emeria's Call, dudes. Unexpectedly Absent. That is a great draw. So we bury this. We need to bury it. I'm going to just bury it as deep as possible. They can draw towards it with the Sylvan Library. But I think it is worth it to animate or to attack with the Mutavault and not bury it even deeper. Well, I guess they can literally just play it this next turn. But is that fine? Right now we're hitting them for 6 damage. They have to chump block with the elf. This is actually a very difficult decision. So, if we just use all of our mana to put this beneath 4 cards, then they can they draw it in 2 turns, but then we're hitting for 4. I think that's actually worth it. Yeah, we need to. If we know we could draw a land, we can play Mirror's Call, and then the Baneslayer isn't too bad. But if they start hitting us with the Baneslayer, it's going to be pretty much impossible for us to win. So I think giving us 2 extra things is worth it. Now hit them for 4. Oh, wait, whoa. I hit F6 there, which would have been really bad if they ended up killing off our Dante Vanguard. So they get to draw 3 cards, but that is beneath 4, so there's still 2 cards above it. Mox Jet, okay. They have a lot of mana. If they slam a 6-drop, that would be pretty bad for us, or 7-drop. Sun Titan. That's actually not too bad, although it is annoying that they they now have a green and a white creature, so we can't use Giver of Runes to gain unblockable. So land gives us a Mirror's Call. Armageddon is really bad. That was like the worst thing we could have drawn, pretty much. Because it like they still have a bunch of mana, and they can just bring back everything with Sun Titan. So I think I'm just gonna animate this and attack with everything, and then we can give our Mutavault protection from white when they block with a Sun Titan. That's a weird block. Oh, actually, yeah, this was just a bad attack. This was a very bad attack because they can just rebuy the Rofellos immediately. Man, pretty funny that after all this, we actually really wanted to draw land, and now we can't get there for the last land. So they still don't draw Baneslayer this turn, but they will next turn. We could potentially still win even if we draw a non-land here, but I really hope we draw land. They hit us for 6. We fall to 9. Yeah, that was such a bad attack. It literally cost us 10 life because we could have just blocked the Sun Titan and given protection that way. So it's just lose 10 life and gain nothing. I guess they don't have Devoted Druid in play, so it's not literally nothing that we gain, but it's pretty minimal. Okay, Legion's Landing is how this is such a weird card for them to be playing. I've never seen Legion's Landing in like a Rofello stack. All right, well we drew a land. That's pretty sweet. So cast this. Boom. Yep, that's right. We're in a Mirror's Call deck. But the problem is, if they just draw Baneslayer this turn, then it's not lethal anymore. This is going to be a little bit dicey. So they play the Angel. Yep. Oh, man. I don't think we can do it from this position. That's so bad. Yeah, we don't really have any plays here. We just have to pass. So Elspeth wins for us. Gideon doesn't quite win for us. Path to Exile would win. Jite would basically win, I think. Because we could kill their Baneslayer. Oh, interesting. They are attacking here. Oh, they get to flip their Legion's Landing, yeah. So we definitely need to block the Baneslayer and give our Angel protection. And then I guess we can just jump block the Sun Titan, pay 4 life, and then eat the 1/1. Wait, this is a weird attack. They're dead on board, so they must have something in hand. We will go for it, though. So, is there any value in animating Mutavault here? I don't think so. So, block, block, block. They have one card. But there's no way they would make this attack. Like, our trick is on board. There's no way they don't have something. Block, give this protection from white. And pay 4 life for this, I think. We could also just let this die. No, I'm going to pay the 4 life. Alright, so they do have a trick of some sort. Condemn their own Baneslayer. Interesting play. Okay. So they go to 11, and then go to 12 from the damage. We can hit them down to 4. Man, it's really annoying that they have a green and a white creature. They do have white mana to make another Adonto thing. So we need to worry about dying on the backswing, but I think we should be in pretty good shape here. So we draw Elspeth. Oh, well, that just wins. So that is pretty nice. We can play that. Give our Adonto Vanguard flying and kill them in the air. Well, weird game. I would not expect to win drawing this many mana sources, but we got there. So we will go on to game 3 here and probably cut the Armageddon if they have 2 Moxen and a bunch of Mana Elves. Yeah, and run the draw. Armageddon is actively horrible. So easy cut there. We could bring in Elishnorn if we want to go like really late game, but I don't think we're running such a low land count. I don't think that's right. I think I'd rather just bring in Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, that seems pretty good. We will run it like that. Okay, this hand's good. We have a lot of options here. We could either hold up Tithe or go for Mana Vault, which gives us turn 2 Elspeth. We could also even Sword that thing. Jeez, many, many options. I think I like going for the turn 2 Elspeth. I don't think I want to go with Mana Tithe here. So, yeah, I'll just play. Well, we'll play the. I'm not going to Sword this either. I'm going to save the swords for their scarier creatures. So, we play Mana Vault and pass. If we were on the play and had a really aggressive draw, I could imagine wanting to Sword the Elf here, but I don't think that's correct. Jeez, they have. It's so annoying that they have 2 Moxen. Although I guess we do have Black Lotus. Okay, that might be something that we do need to swords. Chrome Mox. Does that do anything for us? We could just go land Chrome Mox and then play Skyclave Apparition on the Raphellos. Alternatively, we could. I mean, at a maximum, we can produce 6 mana. So we could go Skyclave Apparition plus Swords plus Containment Priest. If we could go Apparition plus Elspeth, that would definitely be worth it. But I also don't really want to pitch any of these cards to the Chrome Mox, although maybe Mana Tithe will be awkward. I think I'm going to go Swords, the Raphellos, plus Elspeth here. Getting the Elspeth down seems valuable. So we play this untapped. Play this, pitching the Mana Tithe. Play the Elspeth. Swords the Raphellos and make a 1/1. And then next turn we can calculate Apparition to take them off of some more of their mana. What? That's bizarre. I mean, we're definitely blocking here. I can't think of a reason why they would make that attack. What? Yeah, that was a really poor play. So I'm just going to go for their mocks here. Land, Skyclave Apparition. Take this thing out, make another 1/1. And now they are so constrained on mana. They have hit a land drop every turn, but... Oh, did they mulligan? They also only have 4 cards in hand. Nope, they kept 7. Gilded Goose. Okay, that's not too scary. Questing Beast would have been a little bit bad. That could pressure our Elspeth very well. But I can handle this. I'm not going to untap this because I do think I want to play the Containment Priest. Hopefully they go for the Natural Order. That would be so sweet. But I will play this out so that we can untap this and still play Containment Priest next turn. Although I guess we could do that either way. Do we want to jump our Soldier? Or just make another 1/1? That would hit them for 5. I think that it actually is worth it here. Making another 1/1 when they have an 0-2, it just doesn't seem that great. Boom, take 6. Or chump block. They can gain 3 life a turn with a Gilded Goose, which is a little bit annoying, but that also would require 4 mana, so I don't think that's a realistic line for them. No play. Weird. Well, I'm just going to jam this Containment Priest to have another attacker. They could have a Restoration Angel, I guess, but that just seems so weird. I don't think they have a Resto. So we will attack. We could get punished here if we draw like a double white card, but, well, that's a little sad, but it is what it is. So I'll give this +3/3 and flying and attack with everything. Alright, well, they're down to 8. Do they have anything in the turn, or are they just making food? Hopefully they're making food. Sure, that is fine with me. Alright, they have the Sun Titan. That's a little bit problematic. Oh, wait. Containment Priest putting in some work. Not that the Elvish Mystic does too much, but that's sort of funny. So, no. We draw land, which is bad. We could ultimate the Elspeth. But I don't think that actually does that much here. So I'm just going to give this flying and hit them for 5 in the air. And then we will drop the Brimaz and pass. If they attack with the Sun Titan, we can just chump with the Soldier and then ultimate Elspeth next turn. Jite. Oh no. That's really, really bad. Now we need to kill their Sun Titan because we just can't let them keep on attacking each turn with that. So we block with Brimaz plus Skyclave Apparition and they can't kill everything. That's so annoying. So luckily they get a 0/0 from the apparition, so that's not too scary. They can use the Jite to kill off 2 of our guys if they want to. It's actually really good that the Elvish Mystic got exiled now because just any creature that can attack becomes a huge problem when they have a Jite. They can't get it won't work with a Gilded Goose because it has 0 power unless they remove one counter to give it +2/2, which is worth it from their perspective, probably. But that does mean that removing both counters will be a little bit dicey for them. We're still probably favored, but I thought we were in like a basically unlosable position, and now we're not. Very glad we didn't Ultimate Elspeth. That would do almost nothing against the Jite. Unexpectedly absent. So we can tuck their Jite, or I think we just start by attacking. So I'm going to give this +3/3 and flying again. They can kill it in response if they want to. Okay, they do go for this play. So we have a few options here. We could, like, one option. Oh, dang it. One option is to put the Gilded Goose into their deck because that does represent life gain. I think I actually like that plan. Like, we could get rocked here if they go like Questing Beast and Equip or something. That'll be really bad. But I think we're sort of just hoping that they brick for. I wish we could kill them next turn. We're so close. But yeah, I think this is worth it. I'm just gonna tuck this, I guess, as deep as possible. I'm not gonna tap the Mana Vault, but we'll do it like this. And hit for 2. Oh wait, they are dead next turn. Yeah, so they have to top deck something this turn that has flying. Or have an answer to the Elspeth. 4 mana. Questing Beast wouldn't do it. Garrick doesn't do it. Unless they use Garrick to untap 2 lands and then play like an Oblivion Ring or something. Alright, sweet. Wow, I really thought we were going to lose that one. But we are 1-0, so I'll see you in round 2. Alright, here we are for round 2. This hand is absolutely phenomenal. No power. A Black Lotus would make this even better, but I'll definitely be keeping. Swamp, huh? Okay. Ooh. Turn 2 Elspeth would be good. I think that's worth it. Yeah, I think I'm going to just go with Mana Vault here. Containment Priest could be big if they're playing Reanimator. Volcanic Island, not Reanimator, I guess. Well, it could still be. Baleful Strix is annoying, but not the end of the world. Mana Tithe. Wish I could have had that last turn. We'll play this untapped and jam the Elspeth. We could have also Wastelanded them there, but I think this is better, and then we can just Wasteland them next turn. Worn Power Stone is a little scary. We'll see what they have with that. Unexpectedly Absent is good, though. So I'll attack for 1 first. Hopefully they just block. Nice, okay. Now we can just make it a clear board. So Wasteland, put this on top. Playing around Daze, so we're doing it like this. Although I guess actually they both play around Daze because this kills their island. And now there's a chance they don't have another land, in which case this is completely backbreaking for them. Okay, they do have the land. I guess we could have also held up. No, it wouldn't have really been realistic to hold up Mana Tithe there. So no, we don't untap this. Drawing a land there is actually sort of good. You can play land, drop the 3-bit Inspector, and then pass holding up Containment Priest. And I'm going to make a 1-1 here rather than hit them for an extra 3 damage. I think that's worth it. Like, their life steal is high enough that 3 damage doesn't do that much. Memory Jar. Interesting. We can't Containment Priest that, but it's fine. I will jam the Priest end of turn, and now we're sort of beating down. We have 5 power, so we can make it 8. I think I will jump now. Okay, that was a bad draw. Crack the Clue. Tithe Taker. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think that's worth it, just to run this out rather than holding up these instants. Then we will give +3/3 and flying to our soldier. Take a lot of damage. What is that? 8? So they're down to 11. We have lethal next turn. I mean, I have to. Oh, no. We're 1 mana shy, or 1 damage shy. But I have to imagine they're going to do something this turn, but Swords to Plowshares does alleviate a lot of the scariest things they could do, and they don't have blue mana right now. Desperate Ritual. Was not expecting that. I guess they're storming. Wow. Geez, this hand is so good. I really wish that we didn't have to lose it all. Well, now we have lethal. Sad that we don't have the Vrynwing Mare in play. Also sad that we don't have Thalia in our deck. This is a matchup where we definitely do want the Ravagers of War, because they're not really playing to the board at all. This is weird. They're drawing all these cards, but they know they're going to be losing all these cards. I guess they're just trying to win this turn. They could play Empty the Warrens for a time. So they've played 4 spells this turn. So they're still pretty far off of a Tendrils kill. Well, I guess we just win. Sure. Not really how I expected that game to go, but I'll take it. So we're playing against Storm. I do think Ravagers of War is good. Now, what's not good? Path and Swords are both only okay, probably. Unexpectedly Absent is better than both of them. Jite is pretty weak. Actually, I think I'm also going to bring in Recruiter, which can find Vrynwing there, and then cut Jite and Path. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Up the creature count a bit, and we will run it back like this. If we see Empty the Warrens, we might bring in the Jite again, but not for now. Okay, no 1-drop, but I think this is still a keep. Again, I think Armageddon is going to be phenomenal in this matchup. Like, basically what they're going to do is wait until they think we're going to kill them next turn and then go for a combo. And so if we can just, like, set up so they're dead in, like, 2 or 3 attacks and then just wrath all their lands, they really won't have much that they can do. Opponent mulligan. We draw a good card, but not a 1-drop, unfortunately. Hopefully they fear our Mana Tithe. Actually, they didn't see it, so they definitely won't. I hope this is just a Night's Whisper. Baleful Strix. Okay, that's pretty good. Ooh, that was a great draw. So I'm not going to play the Copter because that would be a terrible trade for us. I'm just going to drop the Tithe Taker and then hopefully they trade those off and we can get this dead and start attacking with our Wingmare. Wingmare is awkward with Armageddon, but I still think it's worth casting here. Solemn Simulacrum. Jeez. Okay, this is not looking great. Oh, they played Dark Ritual. Okay. Do they not have a land? Interesting. They do attack here. I think I am just going to trade off here, even though it's not a very exciting trade. And I'm going to hold off on the Vrynwing for a bit. I think I'm just going to play Inspector plus Hellblade here. I mean, Copter's the best thing, but I really don't want to trade it with the Baleful Strix. Like, they might just trade it off with, like, our 1/1 flyer if we don't have a Copter in play. So, yeah, we'll go with this. Cast the Hellblade and the Inspector. They suspend Lotus Bloom, so they did miss a land drop again. Jeez, they have so many creatures this game. I sort of regret taking out that path, although they haven't really played many things that are great to path. So I'll attack with these two. Hopefully they block with both. Armageddon is a lot less good when the board isn't completely clear. Okay, they block like that. So we could just play the Armageddon. Yeah, I think I like going Vrinwingmare this turn, Armageddon next turn. We could just Armageddon now, but we're not killing them quickly enough, and they have this Lotus Bloom. So I think I'd rather just stick this Wingmare. Grim Monolith for 3 mana. Okay. So we attack with everything. I guess no need to attack with this, actually. We attack with these two. Block here, block here. You know you want to. Alright, so we hit them for 5. We could play the Copter and crack the Clue, or just go for the Armageddon. I think going for Armageddon is the safest play. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. It's close, but yeah, I think this is correct. If they don't have a land here, they'll have to tap their Grim Monolith to play their Lotus Bloom, which would be very backbreaking. That is an argument for waiting one more turn, but I still think it's worth it to just cut them off here. Like, letting them untap with a bunch of lands, you never know what could happen, even with Vryn Wingmare in play. All right, sweet. Took down Storm. I think that would be probably our best matchup, especially with the 2 land destruction cards. So we are 2-0. I'll see you in the finals as I attempt a trophy for the 3rd time in a row. All right, we are on the play, which is excellent. Let's have that Black Lotus hand. No Lotus, but definitely a good hand. We keep it, and then... We could go for the turn 1 Legionnaire, but we would have to pitch the Vryn Wingmare, which I don't really love the idea of doing. Unfortunately, we can only pitch non-artifacts to Chrome Mox, so the Wingmare is the only one we can pitch. Yeah, I think it's worth it just to go for the quick Legionnaire. Like, we need to be fast here. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Sorry, Vryn Wingmare. I really wish we had one more card we could pitch, because turn 1 Legionnaire into turn 2 Vryn Wingmare is a great start, but I think this is better than just having no play on turn 1. Tidetaker was a great draw. I mean, it's not like particularly good, but it's just a creature that can hold the GTA is a great draw. Hit them for 3, and now hopefully they just tap out for some stupid... Like, if they played Young Pyromancer here, that'd be phenomenal. Abrade the Legionnaire. Okay, well, we can stick the GTA now. Take 2. So, we don't know enough about their deck yet to know how good GTA will be. There's some matchups where this is like an unbeatable position for them, but my guess is if they're playing blue, they have a lot of ways around this. So I just I got disconnected, so that's a little unfortunate, but the opponent didn't do much. They just played Ponder and chose not to shuffle. Okay. So we will attack. I would have loved to have drawn a creature there, or just something that adds to the board. I'm not going to remove the counters to add to deal 6 damage here. We could do that, but I just don't think that's worth it. So now I'm just going to pass. No cracking the fetch. Okay. It would be really funny if they forgot that this makes their fetch... Like, they got messed up by the fact that they had to pay 1 to fetch. Sneak attack. All right, that is a great thing to. Yeah, I think that should just win the game for us now because we can. I mean, we could even Skyclave Apparition this, but I think I want to use my mana now. Although, actually, never mind. Actually, I'm just gonna untap. Caracas, that was great. Yeah, if it wasn't over before, now it is for sure. So we will take out your sneak. All right, sweet. So they're playing blue-red sneak attack. Should be a pretty good matchup since we have Caracas and Containment Priest. Do we want the Ravager? Probably not. I think we do want this though to find Containment Priest. We could just cut this potentially. Gideon does seem fine, I think. Yeah, I'll cut the Armageddon on the draw. All right. Hopefully we can get that third consecutive trophy and 30th overall. This hand is excellent. It's a very, very good way to start it. So we'll keep. I'm going to lead on Giver of Runes here rather than holding up Mana Tithe. I wouldn't fault someone for holding up Mana Tithe, but I think Tithe will be good later, and I want to establish some pressure. Not that Giver of Runes is like huge pressure, but it's something at least. Absent is a decent draw. Play Giver and pass. Sure. I think I'm going to play the Legionnaire here because it hits harder. It's worse against removal, but they just used a removal spell. I mean, I guess they could have another one, but this still seems fine. Mox Diamond. We can put that on top with the Unexpectedly Absent, but they can play something pretty scary now. Oh, Snap a Braid. Okay, sure. Wingmare is interesting. Actually, there's a lot of good options here. I think I'm just going to go Unexpectedly Absent, put this back on top. And then hold up Mana Tithe, which hopefully can get us some value. Okay, I'll play Tide Taker here over the Vanguard. It fights better against Snapcaster Mage. Vanguard's reasonable as well, but actually, it's possible that we should play the Vanguard. I just don't think the one power matters that much though when they're at 20. If they attack, I will just trade here. Yeah, this seems fine to me. Now jam your sneak attack. Tap out for sneak attack. No play. Okay. So attack for 1. And now we could play Vryn Wingmare, but then we can't hold up the Tithe. I think I'm just going to go Vanguard, play Mirror's Call tapped, and hold up Mana Tithe. No end of turn Factor Fiction or anything like that. Their life total is high, but they're not doing anything. And we do have some pressure now. Thraben Inspector was a good draw. So we attack for 4. Part of me wants to play Thraben Inspector to play around a board sweeper. Yeah, I also do want to hold up the Tide. I'm still going to go for this, I think, rather than play the Vryn Wingmare. I'll correct the clue now, I guess, in case we draw like a Caracas. Yeah, I'll play that still to hold up Mana Tithe plus Path. All right, well, that's what I was worried about. I'm happy we didn't play the Vryn Wingmare. We still only lose 2 creatures, though, so this actually isn't that bad. I guess I'll play this land just to play around like Mana Leak. So we play our Vryn and attack for 3. They're holding a lot of spells, but they could easily have like 2 sneak attack targets or something. So they probably don't have 4 to 5 castable spells. No play again, jeez. So we hit for 5. Do we want to play Relic Warder just as a 2/2? I kind of think the answer is yes, actually. Oh, Shark Typhoon. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Do we Path to save our Vrinwing Mare? I think we do. It really doesn't feel good, but I think this is the correct line because basically the land they get from this cancels out by us still having the Vrinwing Mare around. So this just lets us get in for 2 extra damage. That was a great exchange for them though. They got a land and a card. That's sort of like a Solemn. They got a land and a card and like a card they drew and it traded with one of our cards. So we have lethal next turn. I'm just gonna go for the Relic Warder. Do your worst. Still have a Mana Tide, so we can actually counter a 4-drop because of the Vryn. Flame Slash. Okay, that's a little sad. Let's draw a spell. That's a bummer. Definitely wish we had Armageddon right now. Pester Mute. Well, it's a good Mana Tide target. And also good to know that they're playing that combo. In case we do lose this game, which is possible. They could easily go Sneak Attack here and kill us. Inferno Titan. Okay, that's pretty bad. So we will pay 4 life here. We have outs. We could draw Elspeth. We could draw any removal spell. We also have gone through so many of our lands. We only have 14 basic lands, and we've drawn 6 of them. We don't die if they don't have another thing. Like, we can still pay 4 life to keep this around and block and survive. But I really, really hope we can just draw a removal spell. Jite. If we attack, we die, right? We could gain life up to 12, but then they could deal exactly 12 damage on board. So we just play Jite and equip and then pass. If that Jite was a Elspeth Conquers Death, we win this game. Something to note. Although I still don't think we're bringing in ECD. So we'll do this and pass. And actually, they're in a sort of weird spot. I mean, they might just have a removal spell, which would kill us. But, or like a tap thing, like a Deceiver Exarch. But if they have no spells in hand, and it was just this board, we actually win it, I think. Or at least, it's a draw, because they can't attack. Being at 2 life. We got so close to killing them. If they win at 2, that'll be very sad. So they shoot Adonto Vanguard for 1, and us for 4, or for 2. We pay the life, go down to 4. And then... Oh, they just have Lightning Strike. They also could just Lightning Strike our face. Well, I'll go out on my own terms. Okay, didn't have any winning draws for a while. So they have a lot of cheap burn. That's a little unfortunate. Also, Inferno Titan is just a house against us. I think these actually do look good now. Probably over Gideon. And honestly, Jite, I guess actually Jite is fine. It's good against the Pestromite combo. It's not good against Inferno Titan, but it's fine. Yeah, I kind of want to play both these. We could bring in this over, maybe it's just the Recruiter of the Guard. Or Leon. No, Leon and Relic Order seems fine. Recruiter also seems pretty good. I guess I'll just bring one of these. Alright, let's have a Black Lotus draw. Turn 1, land, Black Lotus, Gideon. Not too much to ask. Let's just do that. Alright, we are on the play. They're so likely to have a removal spell. I think I am going to keep this, as bad as it is. First of all, if we draw a 4-drop, this is broken, because we can play turn 2 4-drop, and that'll probably just win. Second of all, I do think Armageddon will be pretty strong here. And then Containment Priest, if it does somehow survive, is very good against one of their combos. We really need to stop drawing lands, though. That sucks a lot. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Was not expecting that. That's pretty annoying because we can't attack. Adonto Vanguard. So no real value in attacking here. The question is, do we want to play out more lands or just wait for an Armageddon? I think I like waiting to play an Armageddon. So I'll just play this and pass. And I'm not going to attack here. We could like bluff attack, but there's not really anything we could have that would make them not block. So it almost definitely would. And then they could attack us back for 1. And the life total could matter because our plan is to play Armageddon and then have a tapped Mana Vault for a while. Metamorph, copying Containment Priest, I guess? I don't even know. That's not the... Oh, Mana Vault. Okay, yeah, actually that makes more sense. And that's really bad, because now they can play Inferno Titan next turn. Let's draw Leon in Relic Order. Kithian. So we could just go for the Armageddon play here. Starting by attacking. Now, am I comfortable letting them just untap with all this mana? I don't think so. I think that's too bad. So we're going to do this. Armageddon. Then play Kithian. And we can flip the Kithian next turn. They still have mana from the Mana Vault, but they don't have colored mana. I think they don't have any blue sources, probably. But like the fact that they play 3 mountains is a sign that they're potentially a bit light on mana. If they don't have a land here, then that's really good for us. Okay, they do have an island. They can just play 2 Ponders, which is annoying. But then we do hit them back for 7. So they're dead in 2 turns. It's very unlikely that they don't do something to mess us up, but that is a true fact. They chose to shuffle, that's good. So hopefully they don't attack, but I'm sure they will. Actually, I guess they could not attack. Because we don't have mana to give Kithian indestructible at this point. They don't attack. Interesting. Okay. We take 1. Don't care about that. We draw Traben Inspector. Okay. So we can attack with everything and then, like, bounce our Kithian. I think that's probably the right play. Push it through for 5 damage. Alternatively, we could just attack with these 2 and push through for 3 damage, and that seems worse. Like, playing the Traben Inspector is not worth a few points of damage here, I think. So I'm going to go land and replay the Kithian. We don't have shield up for bouncing this back to our hand anymore, but I think that's fine. If they happen, I guess, yeah, there's a lot of things that could happen. Inferno Titan would basically kill us, and they could play that in 2 turns. Pyroclasm would put us back a long way. But the combos, their actual proactive things, are not that scary, because we have Containment Priest to shut down Sneak Attack, and Karakas to shut down Kiki Jiki. And Karakas also shuts down Sneak Attack. So we have that axis fairly well covered. There's a mountain. That's not great. Are they tapping a Walking Ballista for 1? Okay, so they can just kill the Kithian, presumably. Oh, are they going to let us untap and play land? Oh boy, that is great for us. I guess they could kill it here. No, they can't even. Yeah, that was just a misplay, I think. Land, attack with everything. Kithian is so good. The fact that it's literally like a 1 mana 2/1 that also has a ton of upside is just really nice. So, oh, actually this does work for them. Bummer. Yeah, that was actually a really bad attack. Because if we give a Kythian indestructible, then they just kill it in response with the Walking Ballista, which I think... So I think what I'm going to do is just bounce the Kythian so that we can still play out our Thraben Inspector. So they shoot it in response. We only get through for 2 damage. Yeah. And now, I think I'm just going to play... Oh, wait, we already played land. Okay, so just play the Thraben Inspector then and pass. Alright, so they get to cast their free Ponder. We'll block with the Thraben Inspector. One thing they do need to worry about a little bit is if they do end up using a Mana Vault play, like Mana Vault into Inferno Titan or whatever, the Mana Vault will kill them pretty quickly. So their life total is a pretty important resource right now. So they chose to shuffle again. That's great news for us. Take the damage. Oh, wait. Oh, we should have blocked. I just accidentally clicked through it. So we are down to 17 unnecessarily, but I don't think that'll be too relevant, probably. Arid Mesa, so they're down to 7. Oh no, is it just Inferno Titan? Siege Gang Commander. That's really bad as well. So that resolves. We need to draw Elspeth here. That's bad. We will crack a clue. Gideon, okay. Then we go land. And do we want... Am I okay with trading 4 life for one of these goblins? That's so bad. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it, so I'll just pass. We can untap our Mana Vault, and then the turn after play a Miri's Call. That could be a way we try and win this game. Because they're still not that close to doing that much. I mean, they clogged up the board, but they can't really attack very well. I guess they could sacrifice some goblins to mess us up, but then they're not doing other things with their mana. Hanger back for 1. Okay. So we untap. Now, do we untap the Mana Vault or go for the Gideon? Gideon just doesn't accomplish that much. And they can kill it with a Siege Gang. I think we're just untapping the Mana Vault. Oh, no! Wait. Oh, wait, no, that actually... Oh, yeah, that would have won us the game. That would have won us the game if we hadn't untapped the Mana Vault. So that's a little bit sad. What we could have done is... So they could shoot... we can't pump up Containment Priest or something because they could kill the thing in response to Siege Gang. What they could have done is shot their own Hangerback Walker with a Goblin. And then they'd get 1/1 flyer and they could jump. So we miss out on that opportunity here. I still think we played correctly. Okay, will I pay 4 life here? I think I will. Okay, if they're untapping the Mana Vault, then I think we can just win. I guess if they play a Mountain, then we might not. Okay, Island. So they could have a counterspell as well. But this looks pretty good. So no, we will not do this. Yeah, I'm just going to jam Elspeth. We can beat Mana Leak. Alright, +3/+3 and flying to this. Alright, I mean, I guess they could have, like, a bounce spell. Swing for 6 in the air that you can't block. Alright, sweet! That's awesome. Back to back to back. So this was our mono white deck. It was quite strong. We didn't draw Black Lotus very often. It was really good once in the very first game where we actually wait, no, I think we even lost that game. Yeah, I think the only game when we had Black Lotus in our opening hand was one of the two games we lost, which is sort of funny. Manifold was pretty strong. It just like accelerating out into Gideon and Elspeth early was nice. Armageddon was very good against Storm and occasionally good elsewhere. There wasn't any like really clear standout cards. It was just sort of like a bunch of cheap white cards that can get the job done. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that can definitely happen. So definitely a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It feels good to get my 30th trophy, and I'll see you next time.